The first student was Janice, running across the cafeteria with her great pink backpack bouncing against her, threatening to capsize and pull her to the ground. She was sweet-looking, a short kid with round cheeks and pigtails. All of a sudden she stopped, on mark, and bellowed in a voice impossibly loud. "Hi, people!" And the staff, like actors on a television sitcom, yelled back in unison. "Hi, Janice!" My first week at Citizen Schools, my first day at the Irving Middle School, I didn't know what to expect. I had worked with kids before, as a librarian, and before that teaching Spanish part-time. But it wasn't like this, with a classroom, students I'd be responsible for. I had many goals. I wanted to be the life-changing, all-powerful, wise teacher leader. In reality, I was dropped in like air freight or relief supplies, a last-minute replacement. Not even mid-year, but closer to the final 3 months. I hadn't even met most of the other staff until 10 minutes before Janice. Not enough time to worry, but I was. Butterflies in the stomach, it's like I was going to give a speech or do a little dance. And then the rest of the kids came into the cafeteria, like a river flooding. At first, just the few, but soon more and more, until the steady flow of kids and backpacks and voices drowned out everything else. I remember 2 boys, Isaiah and Leslie, chasing each other around and around and around and around the cafeteria till I was the one dizzy. Girls held court in their cliques, laughing and whispering, the boys in their packs and smaller groups watching the girls, trying not to look like they were watching the girls. At the center sat Janice, an island of calm, reading her book and waiting patiently for the program to begin. I was frustrated that first day. The first few weeks, really. I didn't know this at the time, but Citizen Schools was about connections. Connecting the students to the schools, to the community, to the parents, and ultimately to themselves. And while it was possible to create a connection, despite the chaos, despite coming in the middle of the story, it wasn't going to be as deep or as immediate as I had imagined. It was humbling. The most dramatic changes I found were in myself. Less nervous, more island at the center sort. I thought often of Janice and her endless supply of patience and soft pink ensembles. I didn't give up on my goals, but I refined them. I'm returning in the fall, prepared not for a quick fix, but for long, steady progress.